Haunted dolls aren't just porcelain antiques. Sometimes they wear sparkly dresses. Sometimes they sing, "Let It Go." In 2013, a little girl unwrapped a Disney Elsa doll. By 2020, her entire family was terrified of it. This is the true story of the haunted Elsa doll and how it kept coming back. In 2013, 3-year-old Sophia wanted an Elsa doll, so her dad ordered one from Amazon. She got it that Christmas. It was Disney's version of the character, complete with a voice box that activated when you pressed the button on her necklace. She sang, she danced, she repeated phrases from the movie. At first, it worked fine. It sang in English. It spoke when you pressed a button on its necklace. Just a toy. But that changed. 2 years later, it began to speak in Spanish. No one changed the settings. There wasn't even a way to switch languages. It would speak and sing seemingly at random. Even with the power switch turned off, it kept working. It also seemed to ignore new batteries. Soon, the family couldn't take it anymore. So they threw it in the trash, sealed it inside a black plastic bag, and took it outside. But a few weeks later, it showed up again inside the house. On October 26, 2019, Sophia's father found it inside a bench in the living room. Their 2 kids swore they hadn't touched it, and their mother believed them. This time, they tried to get rid of it for good. They double-bagged the doll, placed it at the bottom of the outdoor garbage can, and waited for garbage pickup. When the big trucks came, it took the garbage can away. So the family left town for a long weekend and came home rested and relaxed. But when they opened the back door, there was Elsa, waiting for them in their backyard, still smiling, still in her undamaged dress. The family was stunned. They never should have brought her home in the first place. The experience ruined their faith in modern technology. They felt like they were being stalked by a ghost, but a ghost that was made in China. They needed to get rid of her again. But where do you send a creepy haunted doll? What address do you use? Where do you mail a monster? They didn't know. And before they could decide, Elsa went missing again. She disappeared before their eyes. Then she showed up on the front step of their home, wrapped in a towel as if someone had dried her off after a bath. That's when the mother knew something was wrong. Very wrong. She had to do something before her children were harmed. She didn't throw the doll out again. She didn't seal it or hide it. She called her brother. He lived across the country in Minnesota. He agreed to help, though he laughed at first. Her brother arrived. He picked up the doll and taped her to the front bumper of his truck. He promised to make sure it didn't come back. Then he drove back to his hotel. The family hoped they were rid of her forever. But the next morning, they got a call from their brother. He told them to come see him. He was standing in the parking lot. Beside his truck, which was still attached to the front bumper, was Elsa, still smiling, still in her undamaged dress. Once more, no one had moved her. No one had touched her. She somehow found her way home. The mother was now terrified. What was inside the doll? How did it keep coming back? Was it a demon? An escaped spirit? Or something else entirely? She posted about the experience on Facebook. She included pictures of the doll and described her eerie behavior. One person commented, "You need to burn it." Another said, "Throw it in a river." But the mother was too scared to touch the doll, let alone set it on fire. Her post went viral. The doll's picture was shared thousands of times. Talk shows reached out, but the family declined every interview request. They didn't want attention. They wanted answers. Was there any way to stop her? Is there any way to banish a haunted toy? As the situation dragged on, so did Elsa's reign of terror. That's when people noticed something strange. The doll didn't only sing in Spanish, she sang in perfect Spanish. The family gathered around the TV to listen. Here's what she said. "I don't want to talk to you anymore because you never let me play, and I'm tired of being quiet." I am going to run away from here, and you will not find me, because I'll be very far away and happy. Bye." Then she hummed the Let It Go tune. The family was horrified. How did the doll know their language? Had it recorded their voices? Was it mocking them? Why did it wait 2 years to strike back? Why did it wait until 2019? And why did it suddenly turn evil? These questions had no answers. Then in early 2020, the mother posted an update. She wrote, "We have taken drastic measures. We have put her somewhere safe where we hope she stays. She has been gone for a few days now, and we haven't heard anything. Let's hope it stays that way." Many comments poured in. Most were variations of "good luck," but none could answer the main question. Why? Why did the doll act like a demon? Why did it mock the family? And why did it keep coming back? Some said faulty electronics, but that didn't answer the why. Others blamed the kids. But what did the kids do? What kind of trick could make a doll activate without batteries and travel on its own? Then there were those who thought the doll was possessed. But why a Disney doll? Why not a dusty antique? What did a demon see in Elsa? Why did it choose her? Months passed, and Elsa remained taped to the front bumper of the truck. She hasn't come back, but the family doesn't celebrate. They don't buy talking dolls anymore. They don't let toys into bedrooms. And when they hear music late at night, they check the backyard just in case. But the real question is, what happened to Elsa? Did a demon abandon its host? Did the family's drastic measures work? And if so, where did they send her? The mother hasn't said. It might be a relief, but it's also a mystery. This story isn't like Annabelle. It's different. First, it's modern. The doll was made in the 21st century. Second, it's familiar. It's Disney. It comes from a world where magic is supposed to be fun. Third, it's personal. It starts in a bedroom. It's aimed at children. Finally, it's active. The doll moves on its own. It returns on purpose. You won't find her in an attic or basement. You'll find her in the backyard. So what makes this story scary? It's not the doll. It's the home. Haunted houses aren't scary because they're old or filled with ghosts. They're scary because they feel safe. Haunted hotels can be frightening, but your average haunted house is a different story. You don't go to a graveyard for thrills. You go to a house with an open for sale sign. You go to a home with a friendly ghost. But what if that ghost turns out to be a demon? What if it chooses the wrong vessel? What if instead of a ghost, you have a malevolent A? There are many haunted doll stories, but this one's unique. It's a cautionary tale about a new era of hauntings, an era caused by technology. We live among demons. Now, they're in our gadgets, dolls, phones, and cars. And sometimes they're smiling, singing dolls. So when you hear, "Let it go," don't press the button.